Hello friends, this video is created by Siddharth Upadhyay, founder and creator of PrepWings. Log on to www.prepwings.com for complete free course videos. Okay, in this video we'll talk about basics of probability. So probability means chance of success. Mathematically, probability is equal to number of successful outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So for any event, the number of successful outcomes upon total number of outcomes gives us the probability for that event. Okay. Now any probability lies between 0 and 1. So any probability is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Okay. A probability of 0 means that the event will definitely not happen, and a probability of 1 means that the event will definitely happen. Okay. Now when we toss a coin, we get either a head or a tail. Thus the total number of outcomes is equal to 2. Okay. Now the probability to get a head on tossing a coin will be 1 by 2, because one of them is head, so number of successful outcomes is 1 and total number of outcomes is 2. So probability to get a head on tossing a coin is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of getting a tail on tossing a coin will also be 1 by 2. Okay, because there is only one tail, so number of successful outcomes are 1 and total number of outcomes are 2. Okay. We look at another example. When we roll a normal 6-sided dice with numbers from 1 to 6, we can get any one of the 6 numbers. Thus total number of outcomes is equal to 6. So probability to get a 4 on the roll of a dice will be 1 by 6, because there is only one 4 in a dice. Okay, so number of successful outcomes is 1 and total number of outcomes is 6. So probability to get 4 on the roll of a dice is 1 by 6. Similarly, probability to get 1 on the roll of a dice is also equal to 1 by 6. Okay, this is how we apply the basic formula of probability. We look at another example now. If we have to calculate the probability to get an even number on the roll of a dice. So to get an even number on the roll of the dice, successful outcomes will be either 2 or 4 or 6, because only these 3 even numbers are there on a dice. So number of successful outcomes is equal to 3 and total number of outcomes is equal to 6. So the probability to get an even number on the roll of a dice will be 3 by 6, which is the number of successful outcomes upon total number of outcomes, which is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so this is how we apply the basic formula of probability. Okay, now we'll look at a question. The question says a normal 6-sided dice having numbers 1 to 6 is rolled. Find the probability of getting a prime number on the roll of the dice. Okay, so when a normal 6-sided dice is rolled, we can get 2, 3 or 5 as the 3 prime numbers, any one of them. Okay, so number of successful outcomes is equal to 3, because it will be either 2 or 3 or 5. Okay, so the number of successful outcomes is 3. Okay, when we roll a dice, the total number of outcomes are 6. So applying the basic probability formula, we get probability of getting a prime number on the roll of a dice will be 3 divided by 6, which is 1 by 2. Okay. And we look at another question. Question says a bag contains 3 red balls, 2 white balls and 5 green balls. Find the probability of drawing out a white ball from the bag. Okay. So in the bag we have 3 red balls, 2 white balls and 5 green balls. So one ball is drawn from the bag. For it to be white, there are 2 possibilities, because there are 2 white balls. So I can get the first white ball or I can get the second white ball. Okay. So there are 2 possibilities. So that means there are 2 successful outcomes possible. So number of successful outcomes is equal to 2. Also, when we draw out any ball at random, then any of the 10 balls can come out, because there are in all 10 balls. 3 plus 2 plus 5. 3 red, 2 white, 5 green. So there are in all 10 balls in the bag. So if we draw out a ball at a random, I can get any of the 10 balls. So total number of possible outcomes is equal to 10. Again, applying the basic probability formula, we can get the probability to draw out a white ball from the bag to be 2 divided by 10, which is 1 by 5. Okay, so that is all about probability basics. Thanks a lot for watching this video.